Greenberg Award given to an outstanding foundation professional under 40 years old. And it's my pleasure to introduce Jeffrey Solomon, who's going to introduce the award. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. For those of you who are first-timers, J.J. Greenberg was an outstanding foundation professional and passed away. He was killed in an accident. And his colleagues throughout North America put together a fund to honor a professional in his memory each year. And it's been a solemn occasion each year, a bittersweet occasion each year, because we remember JJ and several of us who were involved in the beginning of Birthright spent a year working with Yitz Greenberg and JJ Greenberg in developing the concepts that today we know as Birthright. And he was extraordinarily caring, bright, optimistic, with a twinkle in his eye. And the committee that chooses the awardee has a serious responsibility, and it's a difficult decision each year. So with that as a backdrop, my Rebbe basically says on Rosh Hashanah is about 4 words. Oops, wow, thanks, please. So as I introduce this year's awardee, Charlene Seidle. Brilliant, compassionate, strategic, wise. Yoni Gordis, who many of you know, wrote, "Of all of the professionals I know, Charlene has the qualities of humility, service, and outstanding ethics that almost channel JJ. She's a powerful leader, but a leader in the terms of Lao Tse. A leader is where the people hardly know he exists. Of a good leader, when his work is done, his aim fulfilled, the people will say, 'We did this ourselves.'" She serves both the Jewish Community Foundation of San Diego and the Leishtag Foundation. What's less known about her, and I've had a good time doing homework. I actually hacked into the personnel records of JCF. And Charlene was a college junior when she had an internship opportunity at JCF. She was a double major, and called Marjorie Kaplan, who is, I'm about to get into big trouble, but my favorite community foundation CEO in the world. And she started working as a college junior with a double major, 32 hours a week. And that represents, I think, one of Charlene's amazing attributes. She is tireless. She loves what she does. And in many ways, she is the model of what professionals should be. As of July 2011, she became the Senior Vice President of the Jewish Community Foundation of San Diego, and has been the Chief Program Officer for the Leishtag Foundation. 2 awesome jobs. Either one would be the capstone of a career. I did tap into 2 documents that are worth noting. One talks about where Charlene talked personally about her approach, and she writes, The second urge is a near manic drive to get things done. My energy builds as the to-do list expands, and I think I am sharper, more creative, more articulate under pressure. So I dive in as for a race. There are more people who must be engaged, social activists in Jerusalem who need resources, young people looking for tools to be effective philanthropists, Jews in North San Diego who feel disconnected but excited about creating Jewish life on their own terms. The right time is always now. Productivity is my crack, and I am addicted. And in hacking the personnel files, I just want to read the last short paragraph from Charlene's last evaluation. Thank you, Charlene, for constantly setting the bar so high and then jumping over it. We are all inspired by your intelligence, knowledge, and kindness. I look forward to a wonderful year. Charlene, we all look forward to the continuation of a wonderful career. Come up and collect your award.
Thank you so much, Jeff. And I know it's late, and I know you're standing, and I know I'm the only thing between you and your beds, but I did want to thank a few people and say a few words. Jeff, thank you so much for your kind introduction, for your mentorship, and for always being there for us. I want to thank the Jewish Funders Network very much for bestowing this award on me. And I want to tell you about something I did a couple weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I had the incredible honor of meeting Yitz and Blue Greenberg a couple weeks ago in Israel. Oh, this is like my Academy Award music, right? They said it was going to be like the Academy Awards, so that must mean I'm out of time, but I'm still good. It was very, very important to me. Although I've read a lot about JJ and been so inspired by the impact that he clearly had, I had no chance to meet him in person. Together, Yitz and Blue and I, we cried and we laughed, and they shared stories about JJ. His love of music, his love of people, his sense of humor, his humility. I'm so honored to receive an award that bears his name. We also talked about loss. And with incredible generosity of spirit, Yitz and Blue counseled me. And indeed, the last couple months have been a time of incredible grief and loss for us in San Diego and beyond. Two precious and beloved colleagues and mentors are painfully missing tonight. First, Murray Gallinson, past president of JFN, who many of you knew and loved. Murray loved this organization. He was passionate about the need to strengthen its presence across the globe. Murray was so excited that this conference was taking place on the West Coast, although he thought there was a little mistake made in the directions. You were supposed to be about 2 hours further south in San Diego. But he appreciated steps of all sizes. Second, my colleague of 14 years and legacy trainer extraordinaire, Gail Littman. Whenever I would come to conferences like this and tell people I was from San Diego, they would say, "Oh, Gail Littman, she was in my community. She changed the way we think about giving." I miss them both deeply, I know we all do, and I'm so grateful for Yitz and Blue's advice about building on the power of their actions in this life so that they can continue to be a blessing in this world. I just want to thank a few more people. First, Rafi Rohn and Lisa Eisen for your support and your nomination. Thank you. And the cliche says it takes a village, but in my case, it really took a city. Talk about collective impact. I started the foundation, as Jeff said, when I was 19 and an intern. Marjorie Kaplan embraced me, supported me, taught me, gave me opportunities, and has changed my life in all sorts of ways. Her mentorship, example, guidance, and incredible generosity overwhelm me and fill me with such immense gratitude. Anybody who cares at all about professional development in the Jewish world needs to follow Marjorie's example. And Jim. Jim Farley came into my world 5 years ago and immediately wowed me with his creativity, his passion, his wisdom, his deep, tenacious support. Wow is actually the perfect word to describe Jim. His vision is unparalleled and infectious, and I'm so grateful to him. I also want to just thank the team from the Jewish Community Foundation and the Leishtag Foundation. They're spectacular. A few are here tonight. Jeremy Pearl, Sharon Goodson, Anahit Bracke, Charlene Wallach, Darren Schwartz. It's a pleasure to work with all of you. And you can start to play the cue music soon. And finally, I do want to thank an amazing, inspiring San Diego community of donors, many of whom are here tonight. We have a great San Diego delegation. I'm so incredibly honored for the chance to help all of you with your giving. So thanks again. I guess cue the music, right?
Right now, for your listening pleasure, here's Shani Rose.
Cheers!